So now we're recording, and this is Alice Jones Reiki Share, and I'm Paula Atkinson. And we've just done a brief opening, cleansing, and clearing. And now I'd like to do just sort of a prayer or meditation or setting of intentions, however you like to think of this. And I just thank each person who's joined with us. I thank Alice for starting this group and lending her time and energy to it. And I just know that all of us are gathered here with the best intentions for ourselves and for each other. And we're here to receive exactly what we need to receive in this moment and to release exactly what we need to release in this moment. And we just ask for the divine presence of love and healing and protection to surround this entire group as we work on ourselves and as we lend energy to help each other also progress in whatever we need to receive and do today. So we give thanks in advance for the healing that's already happened, that is happening right now as I speak, and that will continue to happen throughout the session and throughout the day for every person's life. Okay. So before we get started, I just want to explain, I'd like to try something a little different today. And it goes back to that which enhances the silence we call music. And so as I walk through each chakra, what I'd like you to do is allow yourself to be open to hearing whatever song may come to you. And it may be a tune that you feel like humming. It may be lyrics to a song that come to you. But whatever comes to you is probably what you need to hear and the healing that you need for that chakra. And if you don't get anything coming to you, that's okay. You don't have to feel pressured. Just let it come. If something comes, you needed to hear that. And if something doesn't, you can just focus on sending energy to that chakra. Focus maybe on the color of it or the feel of it. So let's see what happens and comes to folks. Okay. All right, let's get started. So just again, be comfortable, and we're going to do deep diaphragmatic breathing. And let's go ahead and we'll start at the crown. And so you can just imagine, quiet yourself and breathe in. And as you take a nice long deep breath in, pulling energy through your crown. And as you do that, you might start getting a little tune come into your mind, or maybe some words. And that's just nice. And just listen to those. And just continue that breath pattern of breathing in, holding it, and then a nice slow exhale. This is our divine connection to spirit and our faith and our understanding. So I'm mostly going to be quiet in this one so that you can see if you receive some sort of musical message. Just continue deep, slow breaths, nice and easy, to your crown. And since we're all muted, if you want to hum whatever tune or sing it, feel free. Out loud or just in your own mind. And ask your crown what it needs today. Just continue the nice, deep, rhythmic breathing. And if you hear more than one song coming to you, that's okay too. There's a reason, some meaning to you, either now or may come to you later. And whenever you're ready, if you'd like, you can send some love and healing energy to the crowns of the other people in the Reiki share group. Sending them whatever it is they need to receive today, and allowing them whatever they need to release from their crown. Any blockages around faith, wisdom, and the greater understanding. And as you're ready, let's move down into the third eye chakra. And if you want, you can even place your hands there, or you can just send energy there, whatever makes you feel comfortable. And as you start breathing and sending love and energy to your third eye, see if a little melody or some lyrics don't come into your mind. And if they don't, that's okay. Don't force it. You'll hear what you need to hear. And just continue nice deep breaths, pulling in divine energy through your crown and sending it to your third eye. And I'll be quiet so you can do that. This is the center of our intuition and dreams, our visions, if you're a visual person, our life purpose, and knowing why we're here. And just ask that chakra to clear and spin. And nice indigo violet color. Releasing any blockages that may be standing between you and your intuition and your vision for your life and fulfilling your dreams. And see if you don't have a little tune that's coming to you about that. Just continue your nice breathing in from your diaphragm, letting your stomach expand. And then a nice, long, slow exhale. That relaxes and quiets the mind and the body. Continuing to pull in that divine energy and sending it to your third eye as it's spinning brighter and brighter in an indigo or violet color, flowing freer, connecting with your crown. And as you're ready, you can send some of that beautiful healing energy to the third eye of the other people in the Reiki Share group. We're all one group here to support and lift each other up. And so may each person receive from this collective energy exactly what you need to receive in this moment today. And as you are ready, we'll move on to our throat chakra. If you wish, you can place your hands there, or you can just send energy to it. And we're going to pull in through our crown as we breathe in a nice long deep breath. And as we exhale, we'll send it to our throat, the beautiful blue energy center of truth, communication, our personal integrity, and ability to speak our truth. And you may see it as a royal blue or a turquoise blue or an aquamarine blue. But as you breathe in and send love to it, just ask it what it needs and see if you don't maybe get a little melody pop in your mind or some lyrics to a song. It could be Mozart, or it could be a pop tune, or maybe even a lullaby from childhood, whatever comes to your mind. And if nothing does, just send divine energy to your throat as it needs it. And I'll be quiet and let you do that. If you are getting some sort of music, feel free to sing it or hum it externally or internally. And if more than one tune comes to you, just let it flow and go to the next one. Whatever's coming to your mind that your throat may need today. And as you are ready, you can think about sending some of this beautiful divine healing energy to the throats of the other people in the Reiki share group with us today. And may each of us receive exactly what we need to receive in this moment for our throat to be clear and full and circulating freely and free of any blockages that may be inhibiting our ability to speak truth, divine truth, and our own personal truth, and to communicate and be in the world and to be seen and heard as we would like to be seen and heard. And as you are ready, let's move down into our heart chakra. If you wish, you could place your hands there over your heart. And this may show up for you as a green ball of energy or a pink ball of energy or some combination of green and pink. And so just breathe in divine energy through your crown and send it all the way down to your heart. And as you do, you can continue this musical dialogue between yourself and the divine, and the self of you that is here and the self that is your higher self that's connected to the divine. And see if you don't get some sort of song coming to you, either a tune you want to hum or some lyrics that you remember that your heart may be needing to hear today. And this is our center of love and healing, our devotion and center of peace and harmony as the center balancing point between the divine and the earth of which we're a part. So just ask your heart what it needs today and just listen to the tunes that come to you. Or if it doesn't, just send love and energy and healing to your heart. Just continue your nice deep breathing slowly and rhythmically, pulling in by expanding your diaphragm and sending that energy to your heart as you exhale. Nice, long, slow exhales. Breathing in peace and healing. And breathing out anything that's no longer serving you and maybe blocking your ability to love yourself or to love others. Remembering who you are at the core is a being of love and light, and allowing that to come through. And as you are ready and able, you can send some love and healing to the heart chakras of every other person in this Reiki share group today, allowing them to receive what the divine would have them receive in this moment, and helping them to release whatever they need to let go of from their heart that's no longer serving them. And as you are ready, we're going to move and drop down into our solar plexus, right below your heart and above your belly button. And if you would like, you can place your hands there. And if not, you can just send divine energy as you do a nice deep breaths in and pull in healing energy through your crown. And as you exhale, sending it down to your solar plexus that might appear as a yellow ball of light, the center of your personal power, your self-esteem, your center of action. And just continue the musical dialogue and see if your solar plexus isn't wanting to hear something in particular from you. And if not, just continue nice deep breaths and sending love and healing to your solar plexus and seeing that yellow ball of light spin, clear, expand, and flow in harmony with your crown, your third eye, your throat, your heart, and now your solar plexus. And as you are ready and able, and without giving away your own personal power, but just sharing some of the divine energy that you're bringing in, send some of that love and healing to the solar plexus of other people here in the Reiki group today, as we just lift and support each other up in whatever each person's individual needs may be in the moment. Knowing that power is unlimited. We have a supply, we can call on it any time. And if we feel low in our own personal power, we can always ask the divine to send us healing and energy in this area, and we can share it with others. Not from ourselves, but from the divine. And as you feel ready, let yourself drop down into your sacral chakra, the beautiful orange ball of light beneath your belly button, and the center of your creative power, both your imaginative creativity and your sexual, physical creativity, and your artistic creativity, which comes from the divine, as the divine is the creator of you and me and everything and all that is. And so continue the musical dialogue and see if you don't get a message through song of sound or word that may come to you, that may be something that your sacral is needing to hear today. And I'll be quiet as you just continue this nice, deep, rhythmic breathing, pulling in energy from your crown and sending it to your sacral chakra. And as you feel ready and able, send some love and healing energy to the sacral chakra of everyone else that's a member of this Reiki sharing group. And actually, to anybody who watches this in the future, there's no time and space in the divine. Everything's happening all at the same time. So as we share with each other now, we can share with people in the future, as well as people in the past. Clearing any blockages that we may have or that others in the group may have about their creativity. Your emotions and your relationships with others, letting go of anything that's blocking in those areas. And as you are ready, we're going to move now into the root chakra down at the base of our spine and our pelvis. And if you want, you can place your hands there, or you can just send energy, pulling it in as you inhale from the divine through your crown, and gently and slowly sending that energy down to your root, which may appear to you as a red ball of energy, which is the center of our instincts of survival, safety, security, community with our tribe who surrounds us and protects us, and our sense of belonging to that group. And as you do that, you may have a tune that comes into your mind or some words and lyrics from a song. Could be a lullaby, could be a rock song, could be a jazz song or a classical music, whatever's coming to your mind. And if you're not getting anything, that's okay. Just send divine energy to your root, and I'll be silent while you do that. This is also our center of grounding and our connection to the earth energy that in the beginning we were balancing through our heart with the divine. So if you feel you need to anchor yourself to the earth, you can just imagine sending some energy through your feet, and however you visualize that, maybe as roots of a tree or as anchors of a foundation, steel beams going down, whatever visual comes to you on that, rooting you firmly here to Mother Earth in this body, in this lifetime. Feeling safe and secure, and knowing that the divine provides for us here while we're on earth and whatever we need. Like the lilies of the field. And so letting go of any worries anyone may be carrying about survival and money and shelter, you will be taken care of. And as you feel ready and able, You can send some love and healing energy to the root chakras of everyone else in the Reiki Share group, whether present now or watching this in the future. May each person receive exactly what they need to receive in this moment and release exactly what they need to release. And now slowly as you're able, just bring your consciousness back into your body if you've gone somewhere else and into your mind. And you can bring your hands back to your heart in the position as we started, the Gasho position, and give thanks to the divine for being present with us and allowing healing to come forth, to Alice for starting this group and perpetuating it, and to each other for the sharing that's happened today. And if it helps you to be present, you can now rub your hands over your eyes or maybe rub your feet on the floor together. And as you feel ready, you can just open your eyes and be back here in the room. And before we share with each other, I just want to, again, share these Reiki principles as a way of closing and to think about, to carry out into the day. And as I say them, you can repeat after me out loud if you'd like, or you can just say them silently in your own mind. And they are, just for today, I will not anger. Just for today, I will not worry. Just for today, I will be grateful. Just for today, I will do my work honestly. Just for today, I will be kind to every living being I encounter, including myself. Okay. We have a few minutes, I think, maybe Alice, before you need to leave. And so if there's anything you want to share, I would let you go first. And as I did last week, y'all can unmute yourself. If anybody needs to leave early, but they want to share, you could just type the word stack in the chat and I'll call on people in that order. And if nobody needs to do that, I'll just call on people. So Alice, do you want to share anything?
I do, Paula. I was so amazed that when you gave us the directive, and thank you for the meditation. It was absolutely lovely. I love the variations that I'm seeing. Everybody has to bring their own take on everything, but I kept thinking, I won't get any songs. Nah, not me. I got a song for every chakra, and I'm just going to give you my list.
Sure, I'd love to hear.
I was so excited when I got this. For the crown, I got Cecilia, a Simon and Garfunkel song that I absolutely love, which talks about unfaithful love. And for the third eye, I got Unchained Melody. For the throat, I got Hey Jude. For the heart, I got Pomp and Circumstance, which was adapted to my high school, that Mount Mercy Academy that I went to. And so I heard that version of it. For the third chakra, I got You Are My Sunshine. For the second, again, Unchained Melody came in. And for the root, and this was so perfect, Who's Afraid of the Big Bad Wolf? The little pigs. And I looked at that and I thought, how perfect is that? Because the house of bricks stood. And that's, I feel, what we're building. We're building a house of stone. We're
Exactly.
building a house of brick.
That's a
So
beautiful share.
I
Those are
just
beautiful.
loved that variation on a theme.
Excellent.
And I'm so sorry.
No, you
Tom,
need to leave.
from
Oh,
Sacred Circle set me up with a reading
no
that I
worries.
didn't know. I thought it was going to happen at 12. It's happening at 11. So
What I just want to say real
I'm,
quick to you and others is what I would encourage people to do is if you did get a tune, I would encourage you later today to Google the lyrics online. You could just put the name of the song and lyrics and see if there isn't some other message in that song for you beyond what you got in this
that would be
session.
fun.
So, but thank you,
Yeah.
Alice. I know you need to leave. So
Thank you.
thanks for sharing.
And I'm going to
Just leave it
listen to the
on.
recording of the comments because
Oh,
I want to hear what everybody else has to say.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye, Alice.
Excellent.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Alice.
Bye-bye.
Okay, does anybody else? Okay, Boshko, let me just say this too. And if y'all want to share, if you got a song, that's great. If you didn't get a song, and that's okay, there's no pressure. You got what you needed to get today. I firmly have that faith. And so if you want to share something else, it's not a song, that's fine too. So Boshko, I'm going to call on you because you have Stack here first.
Thank you, Paula, so much for this beautiful share today. It was really not a coincidence. I trying to use my voice in my healing, so I was just doing these hummings, and it really helped me. Something to incorporate. And I just wanted to ask you, what was the name of the exercise when we were pulling from above and below to the heart?
It's called sorry, where did I have it? It's called Kenyoku Ho.
Oh.
Kenyoku Ho.
Okay.
I believe it's spelled Kenyokuho.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. You can find some videos on YouTube of it probably if you Google that.
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay, thank you for joining. Anybody else that needs to go immediately, or I'll just start calling on people? Let me see. Okay, Barb had to leave. Corinne. Anybody else? Shar, you want to share? You're muted right now.
Thank you. First of all, Paula, that was really, really beautiful. Your voice is very soothing.
Thank you.
And I just really like the tempo with which you took us through those things. Just really well done. Thank you. I've just in the sense of I really got into it. I really, really, really got into it, and I really needed this because I just had I just gave a session to a client this morning for an hour and a half before I hopped on this. So
restorative
energy. So thank you. And that was a pretty intense session. I was a little nervous because I do something called cutting the ties that bind, and I do it for clients and groups. And I'm doing a cut right now with an ex-boyfriend who used to, on a regular basis, criticize me for not remembering songs and lyrics.
Oh gosh. Well, maybe that's why.
Which is hilarious. I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe she's talking about this. This is what I'm cutting from. This is that insecurity. And my son is a musician. He's at music school right now. So it's like all these, synchronicities. So anyway, just real quick, I was worried I wouldn't get any songs and I wouldn't remember the lyrics. But sure enough, for the crown chakra, and first of all, the visualizations were just really great also. So it wasn't just that.
Sure.
I also did my own toning, in between, if I couldn't figure out what the lyrics are, I just hummed. So real quick, my crown was Amazing Grace and this little light, which I had from Sunday school as a kid.
Yep, me too.
Third Eye started to be Stay With Me. There's a song, Stay With Me, that I was like, no, then it evolved to Lean On Me. And the minute I started singing Lean On Me, I started crying. So I'm like, this is it. This is the third eye. And then the throat was Say by John Mayer, Say What You Need to Say. Mm-hmm. And then nothing came to the heart for quite a while. Mm-hmm. And then that song, 1,000 Years, came. And I thought, no, I don't want to find a partner. I don't want a boyfriend. I'm cutting from that whole mess. And then I got a tap on my shoulder, which is my spirit guide basically telling me to pay attention. And I realized it was about me, that I've been seeking my own self-love for a very long time. So of course I started crying all over again.
That's beautiful.
And then the solar plexus where we are the champions, which I started like, I have to go back. So when I was listening to Lean On Me, you guys are gonna laugh at this. My spirit guides, including like Saint Germain and anyway, just a bunch of them were doing a cappella, and they're all in a line, like singing it with me. I just started cracking up. I'm like, this is so funny. Anyway, and then the sacral was Imagine. And I didn't get anything for the root because I was somewhere else. I was on another planet at that point. So
That's
anyway.
okay. Those are beautiful. Thanks for sharing. Yeah,
Thank you for letting me share.
Sure. How about Corrine? Corrine? There you go.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes,
my crown chakra was it was nice. I had like few different songs. I had like I have Hallelujah.
Mm-hmm.
Then I have word connection.
Mm-hmm.
And then like la 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 ha la la la. I was like, what? This is kind of funny.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like kind
maybe
of
you needed some humor.
brain.
Maybe you need some humor. Maybe you need a little humor or levity or something.
Yes. So that was nice. And then my third eye, I saw like the space or the universe.
Mm-hmm.
And then I saw like a purple flower, like a rose, like here. And then it said again connection. And then like be calm. That was nice. I think I had the song, but I don't remember the song anymore. Okay. Then it went to my throat chakra. Throat chakra, I saw again like a wave of kind of water. I think that was nice. It was beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
And it say breathe and be calm and speak your truth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. My heart chakra, I saw green and pink. Mm-hmm. And I saw how you call the I think the cubes from Archangel Metatron.
Okay.
Yes, I saw him, Archangel Metatron with the with the cubes. So I don't know how you call it. That was nice, and it was. I started being really, really hot in the front and in the back. So that was nice. And it said to just to stay calm and that I am loved, because I forget that quite often, that I am loved too. And then I send it to the love to all the groups. So and then hold on. Okay, solar plexus. I saw the sun. That was nice too. And it said, if you want me to stay, I will never leave. That was cute too. Then the Sacral Chakra, that was nice too. I had like kind of like I don't know how you call it, like a humming feeling, like when somebody's hugging you, like lightly, but from the inside, and then left me like this. So it was kind of like light again. I know it's kind of weird what I say. And then the root chakra. And the root chakra, I felt again that powerful feeling, like kind of a little bit hurting, but then it went away. So I say just stay calm and just how you say just stay calm and like believe in you, believe in your spirituality. Yeah. And because I think I needed that very bad, because I had a lot of stuff going on again. And I just had my my surgery on Wednesday.
Oh no, okay.
And it was down there too. So I think that I really, really need that a lot. So it was like really grounding, and said then on my root chakra that I am grounded, I am calm and more aligned. So that was really, really nice. And I always saw Miss Judy.
Okay.
I saw Miss Judy, and I saw Miss Andrea and Boschko too.
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
Instead giving away the energies, I saw them quite often too.
Oh, good. Nice. So we look like Sherry had to drop off. She just thanked everybody. And so how about Danielle Sasson? Sasson, sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name.
Hi. Yeah,
Hi.
that was awesome. You pronounced my name fine.
Okay.
So when I do Reiki, I often get songs in my head when I'm providing treatments to other people. So I loved that you were doing this.
Okay.
And then the one thing that I want to say is that before this even started, I was like, I'm gonna do the Zoom on my phone, and then I'm gonna put music on in the background.
Okay.
I didn't want to hear my kids, which I haven't. I usually will have music on for myself, but not when I'm doing these weekly sessions with you guys. So that was kind of cool and validating to me that I did that. And the music that I chose was not something that I've listened to in probably 6 or 7 years. But I definitely needed it today. And it was the, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of the Wishes Fulfilled meditation by Wayne Dyer.
I don't know.
It's called I Am Wishes Fulfilled or something like that. But his thing is like everything that you say with the words I am, you're bringing to yourself. And I've had a particularly negative morning with myself, you know, looking in the mirror and being like, oh, I'm so ugly and stuff like that. So I've kind of been beating myself up this morning, and then I put that on here and I'm like, oh, God, this is all making so much more sense now. And so I just want to thank you for that, because I would not have done it if I didn't come on here today, and I definitely needed it.
Good.
It's beautiful, very angelic music. If anybody hasn't listened to it, I highly recommend it. It's beautiful. You can limit, it's a 20-minute thing, and it'll loop if you want it to. So, but thank you very much. It was awesome.
Sure. Great. Thank you for sharing that idea for others. How about Danielle Mercadal? Sorry.
Hi, it's Mercadal.
Mercadal. Okay. Thank you.
This was the first time I had ever used that technique of sort of inviting in lyrics or music or song. So I really, appreciate having this new tool that I can use. As we went through each of the chakras, except for really the crown chakra, I didn't get anything with lyrics. I got mostly instruments or sounds, so the crown one, there was a lot of wind sound that was happening first and wind chimes. I did wind up hearing for that one, and I will share this with you because it's so beautiful. One of my favorite hymns, and if you can imagine like being over in Westminster Abbey and having a boys' choir singing this, but the name of the hymn is Come Down, O Love Divine. And the initial lyrics are, come down, O love divine, seek out this soul of mine and visit it with your own ardor glowing. O comforter, draw near, within my heart appear and kindle it, your holy flame bestowing. And it's this whole concept in some way of inviting that big love in to ignite you, because even, as maybe a human, you feel small in your ability to love, but because there's this bigger love that can come in, you're inviting that in to come in and fill you.
Nice.
And so, and I always picture that with a lotus, like blossoming.
Nice.
So it's a beautiful hymn. And so, I recommend looking that up. But throughout the other chakras, a lot of it was instruments, and a lot of it was visual of some very practical ways to clear throughout my week when I'm in circumstances where it could be off-putting to others, especially in my work situation, for me to stand there and vocalize and go, ah, or, why is she going around clapping?
Mhm.
So it was things like popping bubble wrap. I got that for my crown chakra, popping some bubble wrap. My sacral chakra was I was hearing French cafe music, and it was this sort of go to a French cafe and, you know, have that creative.
Yeah, creative, exactly.
Flowing.
The French artiste.
The French artiste. So it was
Okay.
I know I'm in situations where, especially working in a public school where I'm working, where there are certain things that people can get very touchy about. So these practical hidden ways to do that are really kind of appreciated by me. So
Nice.
those things kept coming up throughout the whole thing.
Excellent. I believe people receive what they need to hear. So if it's the sound of the wind or a hymn or, you know, whatever, I believe people receive what they need to receive from their own soul. How about Andrea?
Thank you, Paula. Yeah, as usual, your voice is so soothing, and it was so relaxing for me. And thank you, Corinne, for for what you shared too. Yeah, let me just preface this. When I go to work, I listen to music, you know, on my way to work, and I tend to listen to a song over and over again. And I did have a song that kept coming, but I think it's just because, you know, you get stuck sometimes on certain songs. But and I've been in a good place as far as, you know, feeling optimistic and feeling really good. So the song kept coming, but I thought it can't be. It's just a coincidence. But the song is called Barely Breathing, and it's like a 90s. I don't know. I Am Barely Breathing, and it's about a breakup.
Okay.
Yeah. And anyway, that's the only song that and I think I just assumed it was because it was running through my head because I was listening to it all day yesterday on and off while I was doing chores. And I get stuck, like I say. So I found that was really the only song that came to me, but I found the meditation very relaxing as usual. And I think I may have dozed off for a little bit. So.
That's okay. People, again, do whatever your soul needs for you to receive and experience.
Yes.
I trust in that.
But I think you did an amazing job with it. And I just want to say, I think you do a really, really good job with it.
Thank you. Thanks. Appreciate it. How about Julie?
Hi, nice to meet everyone. It's my first time here.
Is this your first time? Oh my gosh. Sorry to say, well, best for last then. Welcome to the group. You got to see how everybody else shares or whatever, but share whatever you feel
worries.
Comfortable or not comfortable, you know, whatever
you
want to share. Okay.
I'm fine.
Okay. Cool.
I actually just became a Reiki master with Alicia, and then I'm going to take her training for the master teacher certification. But nice. I wanted to tell you, like, I'm actually like tearing up, which doesn't happen all that often. One thing I just wanted to ask, is this something that you created, or is this a standard meditation? Because it's just beautiful.
Oh, thanks. I mean, I just came up with it. I love music. For me in my life, like I've always loved music. And I feel like music is creative, and I believe that the divine energy is creative. And so I think music is one of the few direct downloads that we get as humans from the divine. And I don't know if y'all saw the movie on Brian Wilson that was done a couple of years ago, maybe 5 or 6 years ago. It's a really good movie. And he even talks about how these songs would just come into his head, you know, like this music, you know, and he did this one album, I think it's called, what's it called? There's one Beach Boys album that's kind of different, and it was very revolutionary at the time. And he's like, you know, he would just hear Pet Sounds, yes.
Sorry.
Yeah, and it's like this music just would come to him. It wasn't like he was the human him. It's like he was like, I would just hear things playing in my head. And I think a lot of composers, you know, maybe Beethoven, Mozart, you know, Beethoven became deaf, or, you know, it's like, but the music comes to them. And so I personally feel like music is one of the most direct connections that humans have to the divine. And it doesn't have to be singing or lyrics. It could be sounds, like the sound of birds chirping or healing to us, you know, the wind, I mean, whatever. And so I just love music. And so I've done this once before. I used to lead an intuitive group. It wasn't Reiki, but I had people to build their intuition, see what song came to them for other people. And it was really interesting, and it seemed very effective, and people just loved it. And so I thought, let me do that. And as I thought about doing this, the first song that came to my mind convinced me that this is what I needed to do, because the song came to my mind, Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head. Now, that is a song from my childhood. I was born in 1964, and I think that song came out in 1969. And I remember it very well as a kid. I used to sing it. It was popular. And I haven't thought about that song in probably at least 40 years. And it just came to me. It's like immediately, raindrops keep falling on my head. And I was like, oh my God, that song. And so something's coming to me as I'm even thinking of doing this. And so I went to Google it to see. I was like, I think that was Burt Bacharach. I couldn't remember who sang it. You know, I was just
Yes, it
Googling the
is.
song. Yeah. He didn't sing it, but he wrote it. And so what I Googled, and when I found it on YouTube to just listen to it, I saw all these current postings of people saying the same thing. Oh, I remember that from my childhood. But what they were saying was about the pandemic. They were listening to that song. It gave them hope. Because, you know, the song is like, raindrops keep falling on my head, but I'm not going to let that, you know, affect me. I'm just going to keep going. And so I realized that people were turning to this song from 50 years ago in the pandemic as sort of a hopeful thing, like, okay, raindrops keep falling on my head, but I'm not going to let, you know, my eyes be turning red, crying, it's not for me. And I was like, oh, you know, maybe this is sort of a message that is inspiring people right now. So I think music does that for us. And so I felt that was confirmation, like, okay, this is a good exercise to do, because I don't know why I would have thought of that song.
Well, I think I feel as though it was divinely sent, because I'm actually a trained singer for, I don't know, since I was 5. So, but I've been struggling with that and my spirituality, almost keeping them separate, because I'm like, how do I integrate this?
Oh no.
I'm an artist, I'm a singer, I'm an actor, trained Shakespearean actor, but it's always kind of been a struggle. So at first it was interesting. I'll just be honest. I was kind of like almost pushing it away, you know, like, you know, I'm weirdly, because I'm a singer. I mean, this is probably the first thing I always wanted to do. So since I was 5. So just to say this, so it was great for me, and it became more and more powerful as it went on, as I connected, because, you know, for me, it really actually is important, I think, for my soul to kind of integrate those two, because they mean so much to me. I really, literally, when I have on in my where I meditate, starlet and namaste. It was always either I'm a nun or I'm an actress.
So this is about integration.
Yes, absolutely. So for my crown, I got the Bach concertos, which I love, and the violin concertos. But I heard Be at Peace. So that's, you know, the place that I would need to be at my crown chakra. But my third eye, I heard Let It Be, which was very powerful. Don't worry about it. Just let it be. It's so interesting when I've done some intuitive reads lately. I prepare like I would for acting, and then it gets lost.
That blocks.
What is
that blocks the flow.
You know, and I was like, oh, I have to trust and that it's there.
It blocks.
So, right. And my throat chakra was, I heard, do you know, it's something like Go Gabriel Go. It's actually, I think it's Blow Gabriel Go, something like that. So, but isn't your throat chakra, is it Gabriel? Communication.
Yes.
So I was like, wow. For my heart,
Let
it
the
was
trumpets
love
blow.
song. Right, exactly. Let them go and speak your truth, which is, you know, important for me. Love Song by Sarah Bareilles. It's a contemporary song. It was interesting because I got the gamut depending on where, you know, concertos, like 70s music, you know, current stuff. The solar plexus was funny for me because it's I Got the Power. I don't know if you guys know. I got the power. You know, it's like that song. It's very rhythmic. But the thing that really got to me was the sacral chakra, because I've been struggling with doing my art and singing. And it was, I don't know, I was trying to look it up. And when I was looking it up, I think it was definitely a message, because I saw 111 as I was singing it. There's a part in it I haven't sung in a long time, and that's why this is important for me. But there's a part that says in this song, and it's the most gentle one of all of them, but I love creating because I like doing all those things. It was, I think, you are the angel glow that lights the stars, the very things you do is what you are. So it was very like we're all the angel glow. I was like, oh my goodness. And the last one was We've Got the Beat. So it was very powerful. And I wanted to thank you because I feel like it's integrated. Like I want to go sing and I haven't wanted to sing in months. So.
Well, I'm glad for your so you're first one to join us, and you're a musician, and I came up with something musical. So I don't think it's coincidental.
Yeah. And when I was singing that song, I thought it was for everyone. I was like, wow, we are the angel glow, you know, we're trying to glow and help, but in that combination. And then I saw 111. I was like, okay, that's what it means.
Thank you, Julie. How about Judy?
Oh, thank you.
Judy, I think you're the last person.
Oh, Paula, thank you so much. This was just so lovely, so beautiful. And I think we were all really in sync for this being something that really resonated with us. I had been working very much on bringing the energy from the first chakra to the crown all week, doing what you would call the bija mantras, the lam, bam, ram, yam, hum, and then the silence. And so after a song would come to me, like starting at the crown, I think it started with like just the Beatles kept coming, are always so strong with my presence, and that, and just imagine all the people. And then it was in the galaxies, it was stars, it was just light beings all connecting. And then it did go to silence. And then as I came to my third eye, I was sounding the Om, the primordial sound of the universe, and the hum of the universe that is in us, within us, connecting us all as one, when I just was spinning and just encompassing and almost making a vortex of drawing in universal energy in a vortex, and just whoosh, then like out the earth it went, like kind of like a funnel. A vortex is cleansing us all, but keep bringing in fresh energy. It was all very, very powerful. Then to the throat, yet I've lost a lot of the songs that were there that came just by listening to them, being so
we don't need to hear them. You needed to hear them.
Just being so mesmerized that, like, for everything. And then back to my bija mantras, and then to the heart, it was just the only thing we need is love. Love is all there is, all we need. And then just spreading that love out. And then to the solar plexus too, like let the sun shine in, and then again, just drawing all this powerful solar energy and just seeing it transmuting all the negative out. So everything was powerful. And then it got really, really cute and light at one point in the sacral chakra. It was like I was a little kid back at my school, St. Elizabeth's, on the playground, and we would always play things like The Farmer in the Dell. And I found it interesting. And I found it really interesting that if, like, I listened to the words in such a way that it never struck me before when we talk about that creativity and our sexual energy and that creative energy. And it's the farmer takes a wife, and then the wife takes a child. But then I kept seeing it going over and over, because now I'm at the stage where, of course, I have my 4 children that are 2 are married, and I have my one son has my 3 grandchildren, and then those grandchildren were taking their partners and life. And I just saw all my life and how much, is created from just one person meeting another person, and that one and one, and just really realizing all of us being so connected. And then kind of like in the end, they say like the cheese stands alone, right? And if you sing the song, like the mouse takes the cheese, and then everyone runs away because the cheese is sticky or something, right? But I kind of saw it as after I'm putting out all this energy, because like my grandchildren will be coming up to see me from Virginia and New Jersey this week, and I'm so looking forward to seeing them, and how it keeps that childlike joy. And again, that sacral chakra is about that creative joy and keeping that youthful joy in us. But then after being with my 90-year-old dad yesterday, I'm seeing the end of the life, that quietness where you kind of do come back into yourself. So instead of being that stinky cheese, it was more like I've put out everything I can, and then at some point I know they'll have to all take care of me in a way, but that in my love and my heart and my training, us to be able to be healing and doing all this energy like at a different level, a more quiet level, but knowing we're all connected. So it was kind of powerful, that playful to kind of this full circle of life that then if you've lived a full life, it does go to this spiritual where we're never not able to give and to love and to just send that out. So it was very strong sending energy to the group, just bringing in from the universe and then spiraling out to everybody. And it was very most powerful today than ever before. And then with the root chakra, the song came, I guess, if you think about my happiest memories might be Christmas, because I traditionally do the Christmas Eve and as long as I can remember, and Christmas Day, just being with the family then. And all of a sudden, fa la 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 la, deck the halls with boughs of and I'm like, okay, so the seed mantra is Lam for the first chakra. So it kind of then went into this playful song. And again, your family, your home, that shelter.
Right. Yeah.
And then I always have and then I always have my fire. Everyone is always laughing because I always have the fire in the fireplace all year round and candles. And it turned to a volcano. And I'm seeing the power of the earth rising, which is all created from her inner energy coming to the surface and making islands where there's water. So the lava would be that red and pouring out. And as it would come to me, it would turn into black, the color black, like obsidian. So it cools so fast that there's no crystalline structure, no mineral, it's pure glass. And so the red, but then turning into black, like this strong foundation for us all on earth. And again, that cleansing of the earth. And she was like bubbling things that she transformed, that
self-releasing, the earth's releasing.
So that everything I was funneling into her, and then with her, then bringing it back out to us, how it's just the whole cycle of how we are connected to the universe, to the earth. So very playful, very serious at sometimes. And so just a joy to be with this group. This was unbelievably special. Paula, thank you for sharing your gift.
Oh, my pleasure.
Thank you to this group for being so honest and loving and open and sharing. And it was very, very beautiful. Thank you.
Awesome. Now, did I miss anybody? Somebody saying we also have Christine. Did I skip over somebody?
Yeah, hi. Christine is here. Sorry.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I thought
camera-less. I'm trying to fix it.
No worries.
Technical difficulties.
Excellent.
Yeah, so let me echo what everyone else said. This was really great, very interesting.
Okay.
So thank you.
Sure.
So for the crown, I heard a song from Fiddler on the Roof, the Perchik dance. I don't know the name of that. And also Viennese waltz. For my heart, I heard a violin, but I also heard the Star Spangled Banner.
Okay.
And then I just heard more instrumental music for some of the other ones, like Solar Plexus, a deeper cello classical. The Sacral was more operatic. And then for the root chakra, I heard Hark the Herald Angels. And the message was, you are always safe. You are always connected to the divine.
Okay, right. The angels, nice.
So thank you.
Sure. Thank you. Thanks everybody for sharing. Again, I would encourage people to, you may get other songs come to you during the day, or maybe some of those may revisit, or maybe not, but you might want to, if you get a minute, Google any of the songs that came to you if you can't remember the lyrics, because there may be some other message hidden in the lyrics you may only have gotten part of. Because, when I looked up that Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head, I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about the song, and I was just reading the full lyrics. So I do think, it's a form of intuitive message receiving. And so I'm glad everybody enjoyed it, and thank you for sharing, and thank you for sharing with each other.
Oh, do we have time to hear from Andrea?
I thought we did. Did we not?
We hear from Andrea?
Did.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, I think
That's
we've got
okay.
everybody.
Thank you, though.
I mean,
I don't see your
Alice,
face, but
we have Alice's empty chair. I'm going to stop the recording so I don't forget to do that.